because it inflated Palestinian suffering. It didn't make clear that Israel's measures are in response to Palestinian violence.
Yeah. Should I comment?
Yes.
Look, Israeli officials have the talent always to reverse the everything. I mean, it's the occupation that starts. So, I mean, that's the first thing. I mean, it's Israeli policies of occupation, which are the beginning, and then everything is a response, Palestinian response. Whether it's clever or not, it's a different question. But I've never. I mean, it's really amazing that they dare. I mean, this has never been given as a reason to prevent journalists from entering Gaza. I mean, it seems that they are really passing their own borders or red lines. That they used to say, okay, there is a danger to your life, but now they even dare to say to intervene in the content of your reports. And besides, it's not true, because I think that the world knows much more about Sderot, the Israeli city which suffers from attacks of Palestinian rockets, than they know the names like Bani Suhele or Bet Hanun or Abasan Lezghire, that were the localities in Gaza which have almost daily incursions. So these names are not known in the world. So it's not even true what he claims.
And I wanted to ask you about the statement of, well, the lame duck Israeli prime minister, right, Ehud Olmert, who recently said, to the surprise of many, that he felt that that Israel should withdraw from the territories. And I wanted to get to you his exact quote. He said that we are gravely concerned about the prolonged and unprecedented denial of access in the Gaza for the international media. But he also talked about he said that Israel should withdraw from nearly all territory captured in the 1967 Middle East War in return for peace with the Palestinians in Syria. He said, I'm saying what no previous Israeli leader has ever said. We should withdraw from almost all the territories, including East Jerusalem and in the Golan Heights. Well, he still is prime minister.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, if you are, why won't you do it now? I mean, where were you 5 months ago or a year ago? And it's probably not a new thinking. So you could say, oh, great that he's been influenced a bit and got sense, but it's useless. So I don't know what made him say that. But it's totally useless if you don't if it's not your policy, if it's only words.
Why can't he? I mean, even as a lame duck prime minister, why can't he enforce it? Why can't he move in that direction, since he's already said this?
You know, they have created this monster of the settlement settlers who oppose to any such idea that, and they created this tradition that you don't touch the settlers when they object to any legal action against them. That of course he could not even start it in the few months that he has, or 1 month that he has till he has to leave. This is not realistic right now. The question is where did he start to change his mind? Where did he think that return to 67 is the only solution? 3 months ago or 3 years ago? And why didn't he do it before? So does he want to gain some gain some popularity now that he's lost so much because of all the scandals? Popularity among certain echelons in the society? I don't know. I mean, it's a riddle. But of course he cannot do it, because not only that, it's because right now Israeli society is profiting directly from the occupation more than ever before. And this is one of the achievements of the Oslo Agreement and the Oslo process, that the settlements could expand, the direct economical companies that are directly connected to the settlements and to the occupied territories has grown. More Israelis see the settlements as a natural entity, natural phenomenon, and also they assume in the popular mind, Palestinians have a state. Doesn't matter that it has no sovereignty, no land, no water, no borders, but in the mind of Israelis, Palestinians have a state because they are in control of their administrative affairs. So
Amira Hass,
even if he wanted now, he could not, because the general sentiment in Israel now is very sees the whole situation of occupation as something normal.
we're going to have to leave it there. I want to thank you for being with us. Are you going to go to court on Thursday in an Israeli court?
It's only procedure because I was released on bail. I was arrested, and then Haaretz worked hard so that I would not be sent to jail for one night. And so now we have to discuss the terms of my release. And then they say that they might charge me with breaking the commander's order.
Well, we'll keep people posted. Amira Hass, correspondent for the Israeli newspaper Haaretz. She's talking to us from Ramallah from her home in the West Bank. She was kicked out of Gaza. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. And the quote before, we're gravely concerned about the prolonged and unprecedented denial of access to the Gaza Strip for the international media, was from the news executives complaining to the Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert. This is Democracy Now!, back in a minute.
Everybody's got us, some people lost.